And it also, as you mentioned, puts you in line for a shot at the title, Eddie Davis. And so this is for the WBC World Championship in Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. You stung Davis with a beautiful right hand late in the first round, and Davis went down right there. That was your big punch, the golden hammer, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, I want to give credit to Pete Piper. He's really the one in Winnipeg who took the time, impeccable patience and refinement of skill to be able to get me to throw that right hand how I did, which was in such a way, as you could see, that the opponent didn't even see it coming. And why I had to do that was my right hand was very badly destroyed in my first loss against Vampire Johnson. I broke it in the first round and kind of destroyed it, continuing to fight. And so I had to be very careful how I landed my right hand. If you watch here, I get him right on the side of the face, very soft part of the chin, where it's not going to hurt my hand if I hit him. And I had to move my feet around to get to that side. Like Pete really worked with me to help me refine how to not just throw a devastating punch, but to then be able to land it. And again, if you see here, I'm hitting him from the side, and that's all through finesse. And I had to do it that way because if I destroyed my right hand, my left shoulder was already very vulnerable from a hockey injury, from a couple surgeries and a pin I had in. So between my, vulnerable left shoulder and very vulnerable right hand, I had to be very careful. And Davis, unfortunately for him, became the victim of that. Ironically, just a quick little funny story, Joe. Recently, I spent time with Michael Spinks when I was inducted last year into the New York State Boxing Hall of Fame. And I got to sit with Michael, and he started telling me about the Davis brothers, because Johnny Davis beat Leon Spinks. Johnny Davis, Eddie's brother, beat Leon Spinks in the Olympics, in the amateurs. Not in the Olympics, in the amateurs. And Michael beat Eddie Davis, though he fought both of them. He beat Eddie Davis in his last title defense before moving up to heavyweight. So the Davis brothers were really relevant in Michael's life, and all he could do is compliment them and speak about, how tough they were, but most importantly, how hard they punched. Well, I assume you never saw him when I won the world title against Eddie Davis. He's like, no, I didn't. I said, well, let's watch it. And I pulled out my computer and we watched it. It was such an honor just seeing his eyes open when he saw me knock out Eddie Davis. Because he said, I hit him with everything. And that guy didn't go anywhere. He hit so hard, and blah, 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 So it was just such an honor, such a wonderful experience to share that moment with Michael Spinks, who, to me was like the ultimate, like the god of light heavyweights ever,
Yeah.
Fun times.
He was, The Spinks brothers both brought home gold medals from the Olympics. Yeah. So you saw Eddie, he was somehow able to weather the storm for that first round, but you stopped him in the second round. And you could see the joy in your face. And then there's Dave Wolf in the ring, and Bobby and Tommy, and just incredible joy. He was just on top of the world at that point, weren't you?
Well, when I was going down the stairs after the fight, Tommy Gallagher put his hands right to my ear, and because it was so loud in there, and he goes, Donny Lalonde, you're the WBC Light-heavyweight champion of the world, and nobody will ever be able to take that away from you. And it was such a poignant point and such a poignant thing to say, right in the middle of all of that, for me to kind of like have it in perspective. And yeah, it was an incredible success. You can imagine when just less than a year earlier, I was very seriously looking at retirement. So from the injuries. So, it wasn't, it was an amazing thing. And Dave Wolf, it was hilarious. I had the worst victory dance in history.
Let's roll that
Dave
again.
Wolf, poor David's knees,
Yeah. Go ahead, continue, Donnie. Let's talk about that.
I'm just saying, David's knees, he could barely even hold me up, But, I was on a dance floor a while back here in Costa Rica, and some guy comes up behind me and hits me from behind. He goes, Donny Lalonde. I'm like, yeah. He goes, You're the light heavyweight boxing champion of the world. How the hell did you become a world boxing champion when you have no rhythm whatsoever?